This is a true story. In July 2024, a 21-year-old student from Córdoba, Argentina, Catalina Gutierrez, disappeared after sending her boyfriend a short voice message. "I'm on my way, love. See you soon." She never showed up. When she didn't come home that night, her friends tried calling, but her phone was off. The next morning, her family filed a missing person report, and police began checking security cameras around her neighborhood. Investigators later reviewed security footage that showed Catalina entering an apartment building around 10 p.m. The building belonged to another student she knew, 23-year-old Nestor Soto. A few hours later, on the same footage, police said they saw Soto leaving the building carrying a large bundle wrapped in a sheet. He loaded it into the trunk of a Renault Clio and drove away. Catalina borrowed this car from her mother that evening. Using data from Catalina's phone, police later found the same gray Renault Clio parked on a vacant lot just a few blocks from her home. Inside the trunk, they found Catalina's body. There were clear signs that someone had tried to set the car on fire using alcohol, but the attempt failed. The autopsy later confirmed that she had died from strangulation. The fire was an effort to destroy evidence and mislead investigators. Investigators went to Soto's apartment. They found traces of blood, a gas can, and pieces of the same fabric used to wrap the body. Phone records showed that he'd turned off his location that night and switched it back on early the next morning. It didn't take long for police to arrest him. At first, Soto told them it was an accident. He said they argued that she attacked him and he just reacted. But the evidence told another story. Friends said Soto had been obsessed with Catalina for months. What started as a normal friendship had turned into constant messages, jealousy, and pressure. He wanted her attention all the time. When she started keeping her distance, he took it personally. According to investigators, on the night of July 17th, he invited her over, saying he wanted to clear things up. She agreed, thinking it would be a short talk. They argued, and at some point he hit her, then strangled her. After she died, he wrapped the body, cleaned up the apartment, put her in the trunk, drove to a quiet area, and set the car on fire. During questioning, Soto stayed calm. He said he lost control, that he didn't mean to hurt her, but he'd planned everything, from the meeting to the cover-up. Psychologists later described him as possessive and emotionally cold. He saw Catalina not as a person, but as something he had a right to control. In his phone, police found messages like, "If you're not with me, you won't be with anyone." The trial started in early 2025. Prosecutors presented the timeline, the videos, the phone data, and testimony from Catalina's friends. They said the murder wasn't spontaneous, it was deliberate. He couldn't stand that she had moved on and wanted to end contact. The defense claimed he acted in a moment of emotion, but that argument fell apart when the court reviewed how carefully he covered his tracks afterward. During the hearings, Soto rarely showed emotion. Sometimes he even smiled. Catalina's family sat only a few feet away, listening to every word. Her father later said, "He took everything from us, and he doesn't even look sorry." On March 19, 2025, the court found Nestor Soto guilty. He was sentenced to life in prison.